Hello, Kulas, and welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on some interesting updates. We start with Pedri Gonzalez, who talks Messi, Javi, Iniesta, Busquets, Gavi, Frankie de Jong in a recent interview. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then, secondly, talking about Javier Tebas, the La Liga president, who recently bites back at President Juan Laporta over Premier League La Liga comparisons. We're also going to be discussing on that. So guys, before we get right into it, please do ensure to subscribe. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Every year, the prestigious network Catalonia Radio awards the Kubala Trophy for the best goal of the year from Catalonia. Last year, for example, the award went to Espanyol's Raúl de Tomàs for his splendid goal against Almeria. The award has shifted camps this year, with none other than Pedri handed that trophy. The Barcelona midfielder scored a stunning goal against Galatasaray in the Europa League, faking three players, of course, before calmly slotting the ball into the goal. Pedri spoke to Catalonia Radio after receiving that award and was asked about his partnership with Gavi, which seems to be blooming with each passing game. The duo are often compared to Xavi and Iniesta, but the Canary Islander believes that they still have to work, they still have to put a lot of work in. Gavi and I lack a lot of work to reach the level of Iniesta and Javi, Pedri said. Sergio Busquets is almost always the next name in line when speaking about Javi Iniesta, and naturally, Pedri was quizzed about the veteran midfielder who seems to be on his way out of the club come summer. Pedri did not shy away from talking about Busquets' importance in the team. He said, I hope he continues. He is a very important player. For me, Busquets is an essential player. I love playing with him. When he is not there, we notice his absence on the pitch. I hope he stays as long as possible. He also added his thoughts about the potential replacement from within the squad itself. He said, Frankie de Jong may be a good replacement for him. He plays in that position with his national team. Before the World Cup kicked off, Pedri made it clear he wanted to face Lionel Messi's Argentina in the final. However, that dream was not to be as Spain were knocked out by Morocco in the round of 16. Messi, on the other hand, did end up in the final and lifted the trophy after a thrilling 3-3 game against France in the final. Pedri was asked whether he sent a congratulating message to Leo, even though his phone could explode any minute now. He said, that is why I did not send it right now, because he will not be able to see it. I will wait a few days for him to see the message. Great words from Pedri Gonzalez, of course, who was awarded the best goal in Catalonia. The Kubala trophy that is always given to the Catalan clubs for the best goal, and Pedri won it this time around. And of course, in that event, also was interviewed for certain, talked about many things: Iniesta, Busquets, Messi. Of course, with the season soon resuming on the eve of New Year, well, hopefully we see Pedri back in action. Of course, who have had a lot of rest since Spain was knocked out from the World Cup in the round of 16. I think Pedri will be available for that clash because he left early in the World Cup. Of course, let's hope he continues to be that important player he has always been alongside Gavi, as many people always see them as the two future stars for the club, comparing them every time with Javi and Iniesta. And Pedri, as humble as he is, always try to downplay such comparisons, claiming that he believes that he and Gavi are still to reach that level. They are still far from there. They still have to put a lot of work to have that legendary status of Javi and Iniesta. Definitely, I think I really appreciate Pedri for that humility. So let's see how far these guys go when it comes to their careers at the Camp Nou, because I definitely think Pedri has a natural talent that his consistency is always there. Gavi as well is he's a more crazy fellow, but I think his importance to the team is second to none. Then moving on to the next story of discussion, Barcelona and Real Madrid have been very critical of La Liga's strict financial rules this year. The stringent implementation has seen several Spanish clubs thrown into a state of direct disadvantage compared to their competitors in other leagues and forced them to even sell star players to balance their finances. Joan Laporta openly spoke up about against the injustice earlier this week and stressed how Premier League clubs boasted of superior economic muscle, thus luring away potential transfer targets from their doorstep. Less than 24 hours after Barcelona president's accusations, Javier Tebas has come out via his Twitter account to defend La Liga's position. Alongside statistical chat, he hit back at Laporta and warned him to be aware of facts before spreading misinformation. As revealed by Mundo Deportivo, he said, "Dear Laporta, I'm showing you the TV rights for Barcelona compared to Premier League clubs. You are just as competitive. La Liga earns less money and you earn less than the Premier League's biggest clubs. You should inform yourself before criticizing, okay?" According to, so those are the words from Tebas. According to the chart posted by that La Liga president, Barcelona were 8th on the list of clubs with the highest TV revenue and only marginally behind Real Madrid. Further, the statistics show that La Liga saw a better growth percentage when compared to the English league by a factor of 3. At an annual income of 160 million euros, the Blaugranas only stood 16 million euros behind the highest earning club, Manchester City. Thus, the difference definitely would not be as exaggerated as claimed by Laporta. In his interview yesterday, the Barca administrator opened the doors for discussion with UEFA and La Liga on the aforementioned topic. With Tebas hitting back with statistics, it remains to be seen if Laporta was truly misinformed or sees a loophole in their accounts. I always try to generate dialogue and empathy, even with people who think differently. This is not the case. There can be dialogue with UEFA, with La Liga, and the RFEF as well. We are open to talking. The issue is fundamental for the sustainability of clubs. Javier Tebas have always been biting at Barcelona on certain things. Definitely, Laporta is a frustrated man, which is very understood. The fact that Barcelona are in the position that they are as it stands, you always hear the issue of financial fair play. But Real Madrid, you have never heard anything like they go and buy Mbappe, buy Haaland, buy Chouameni. We don't see anything. And Laporta is very annoyed at that. Even me, I'm very annoyed. It seems as though Barca have always been on the wrong side when it comes to the laws, which shouldn't be the case because it looks like definitely. Let's not forget that the La Liga president is a Real Madrid fan. But honestly speaking, the way things are going, I don't know. If La Liga president was a Barca fan, I don't think things would have been like that, to be honest. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time. Bye-bye.